Those two whistles you just heard tell us that our engineer has received our all clear, and we will be pulling out of the depot at any moment. As we get ready to depart, let me remind you of a couple of the safety rules you'll need to know for our trip today. Please remember to remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. If you have small children in your group, please have them sit in the center portion of your seat with an adult on the outside edges. Also, remember to keep all body parts inside the car at all times, and the use of tobacco products is not permitted during our trip. Thank you.
Well, our engineer's got that train up there ready to go. That fire lady's got all that coal stoked into the firebox. And that black smoke is boiling out of the stack, so she is ready to go here any moment. Oh, there we go. She's a tootin'. Now we got to get to rootin'. How about you put your hand on that front seat front, give her a little push to help her out of the depot there. Come on, y'all. Push. Push. Good job. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Everybody look over to the left-hand side in the middle of the depot and wave goodbye to our depot master, Matt. Tell him that we'll see him in a day or two, a week at the most, but we've never been gone longer than a week. Bye, Matt. See you later. Alright. Now we're here at Dollywood. We are proud of our industry. We consider ourselves the friendliest place in the Great Smoky Mountains. And we want to keep it that way. So I think I'm going to tell everybody here waiting at the village crossing and we go now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Alright. Good job. Back a little bit more. Engine 70 ran each day in support of road construction. And in only 9 months, what seemed impossible became possible, and the Alcan Military Highway was completed. So I bet you didn't realize you were riding behind the true veteran of World War II. Now we here at Dollywood, we are proud of our veterans from all branches of the military, and our thoughts and prayers go with those on active duty today. Let's get our hands up and be recognized. How many veterans and active military on the train with us? Oh yeah, I see y'all up there. Give them a big hand, y'all. They're responsible for our freedom. We enjoy it. retired from the White Pass of the Yukon Railroad in 1963. He sat on the side track and rusted away until 1977, when she was purchased by an East Tennessee theme park named Silver Dollar City, where she affectionately became known as Cinderella. And if you look up there to the right-hand side, wave at our engineer DJ. He's got his hand on the throttle, taking us up the mountain. Well, Cinderella continues her tradition of hard work from Silver Dollar City to now present-day Dollywood, entertaining thousands of people. Hey, look over here in this little clearing on the right-hand side. That's our hand sanitizer station. Now, we don't sell that to the general public because it's a little too strong, and we sell it when the moon shines to our hose. It will clean inside and out. Now, moving here at the foot of the Great Smoky Mountains, we do have a lot of wildlife in one particular park. We have deer and turkeys and ducks and geese and turkeys and dirty skunks, raccoons, and even black bears. Now we got one old black bear that lives in the mine shaft on the left-hand side of this clear here. So look down here on the left and see if Ben True Bear is looking at the train there by. That's what we call him, Old Ben. Oh, there he is. Hey, Ben. Good morning. Wait. This is like Cinderella scared his step. I guess she slipped up on him too quick. I know the jokes are right there. We'll just bear with me. I got more. Hey, what about brokering the financial district of Dollywood? On the right, you'll see a bank. And on the left, there's another bank. Now, we broker here all the time, but we never see it again. Ain't it, Richard? He's got those cross ties all stacked up nice and neat. And over yonder on the left-hand side is Mountain Molly's little cabin. Now we here at Dollywood, we are proud Marines, except for Africa. We like to show them off to you every now and then. So what do you say, folks? Would you like to hear engineer DJ play a little tune on the Baldwin locomotive whistle? All right, on the count of three, let's tell him to blow the whistle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle! Thank you very much. Well, if you look over here in the distance above the tree line on the left-hand side, you'll see a portion of our beautiful Great Smoky Mountains. They were established as a national park back in 1934, and they're one of America's most beloved and visited national parks. Last year, they had 7.8 million visitors. So enjoy the Smoky Mountains while you're here on your vacation in East Tennessee. At the dawn of the 20th century, there were over 1,200 little small farms dotted all about the mountains and hills of East Tennessee, much like the one you're passing by here on the left-hand side. They consisted of the main house where the family lived. You had the smokehouse where they hung and cured their meats. You had the chicken house where they gathered up the eggs. Look through the door, you'll see Miss Henrietta the chicken looking back at you through the door there. They had the spring house where they kept the milk and the butter cool. Kids, that was the days before the refrigerator and the freezer. Oh, almost forgot, they had another very important house. They had the outhouse. Little wood building with a half moon carved through the door. Now kids, if you don't know what the outhouse is used for, you might need to ask your parents. And if they seem to draw a blank on it, ask your grandparents. They'll know. Hey, while you're at it, ask them about the woodshed. Now if they don't want to talk about that, it's probably because the memories are a little bit too painful. Now if you look through the trees and vines here, you'll see the giant blue loops of the Wild Eagle roller coaster on the left. Now that'll take you to soar 23 stories above the floor of the Great Smoky Mountains, drop you 13 stories into a 110-foot giant loop at speeds over 63 miles per hour. Let's have a show of hands. How many brave hearts have actually rode the Wild Eagle? Come on, let's get them up. Oh yeah, we got a few on here, about maybe 6. Okay, let's have another show of hands. How many of y'all are not going to ride that Wild Eagle no matter what? They're not going to make you get on it. Oh, just like the feathers are flying, we got a bunch of chickens on the train with us. Okay, well I tell you what, if you go by the Wild Eagle's merchandise shop, inside there you'll see a bright yellow t-shirt. And on that t-shirt it reads, "I'm a chicken." So buy that shirt and wear it with pride, folks, because there's no shame in it. Guess what? I'm a chicken too. And as we go back down the mountain here, look over to your left once again and you'll see Dollywood's newest 5-acre expansion project, Wildwood Grove. It has 11 new experiences. It has a Southwest themed restaurant called Hill and Harvard. And highlights are the Mad Mockingbird ride, which you see twirling there in blue. You've got the bright green rails of the Dragonfly roller coaster. The Benjamin Bear ride, that's my favorite. The Frog ride, I love that one too. The Sycamore Leaf ride, that will swing you around a little bit. And at night, the beautiful wildwood tree lights up with hundreds of lightning bugs and butterflies. So go in there and see Wildwood Grove for great family fun and entertainment. Now normally I'd be playing some music for y'all, but a few days ago the train robbers held the train up and they stole our record player here off the back. And I'm going to spare y'all me singing to you because I don't want nobody jumping off the train. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, believe me. Hey, y'all look up to the engine and wave to our Fire Lady Julie there on the left-hand side. Hey, Julie! Now, Julie works real hard shoveling all that coal into the firebox to get us up and down the mountain. You know, our engines operate the same as they did when they rolled out of all the locomotive works. On a busy day, they'll burn up to 5 tons of coal, drink about 4,000 gallons of water, and they'll haul 4,000 to 6,000 people up and down the mountain on a normal day. We here at Dollywood, we are proud of our engines and the guys and the gals that operate them. And we sure hope that y'all are enjoying riding behind them as much as we do. And we're passing by the Hornswoggler's cabin. Now the hornswoggler, he's a bad guy around here, around these parts. He's always causing trouble. He's Bigfoot's second cousin once removed. Dollywood's five-time award-winning roller coaster, Underhead. And behind there is the Mystery Mine. Now that's a steel coaster with fast drops and wide open windows. That'll take you close to 8 minutes right down to the mine town. And further on behind that is the drop line. Now that'll haul you up in the air 230 feet. And that will hold you for about 5 seconds and drop you straight down at 70 miles an hour. Better hang on to your shorts because you just might lose them on that one. I'll be on the ground looking at you. Well, we're easing back through Panther Canyon here. Let's make sure we keep our arms and legs and hands and feet inside the coaches at all times. There could actually be panthers, bears, and even the hornswoggler out in those woods. We don't want anybody snatched off the train and carried away. DJ, be real quiet. Oh, looks like we made it safe. Well, we're moving back through the Owens Farm crossing here. There might be a few people still left waving at us here. Let's get some hands up and wave back at them. It'll be a homecoming when you wave if you want to. You don't know what that is? Think of Queen Elizabeth. She's a front lady. She's had 94 years. We're back, y'all. Hi, folks. Look over at Craftsman's Valley and wave to all those nice people there visiting the park. Y'all have a great day today. Well, we're rolling back through the village crossing again where you gave that big howdy earlier. So how about tell it to them again on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Good job, y'all. Looks like we're all pumped up today. That's great. Hi, folks. Welcome to the park. Come ride the train with us. Now, if you look over here on your right-hand side, you'll see the River Rampage. Jump in one of those inner tubes and take a spin around the canal there. You're sure to get wet. After you get done with that, hop on over to the Rockin' Roadway and take a spin around the track on one of these little cars. You don't even need a driver's license, folks. And as we round the corner here, look over to the left-hand side, and you'll see Country Fair. Now, they got a bunch of kids' rides, but the adults can find something fun there, too. First service train shop. That's where our skilled engineers in the field can rebuild an engine so they can look to the smokestack. No kidding, they got done it many times. On behalf of myself and my fellow conductor in the middle on car 3, who is Sam, I want to thank you all for riding with us on the Dollywood. open up your personal belongings like backpacks, purses, cell phones, cameras, hats, anything that belongs to you, please take it with you. That includes unruly children and cranky husbands. We do not need them either. We're back, Matt. If you accumulated any trash along the way, please deposit it into the wooden barrels along the boardwalk. That would be awfully kind of you. At this time, I need to ask everyone to remain seated. Please remain seated, and I will let you know whenever it is safe to exit the train. Please remain seated for me. Thank you. Just a couple more seconds. Thank you so much. I got one more request to ask from you. Please raise your right hands high up in the air, wiggle them around, and point them off to the right-hand side and follow those fingers off onto the boardwalk to the back of the train and out the exit gate. On behalf of myself, my fellow conductors, and the engine crew, I want to thank you for riding with us.